How's it flying, guys? Lance Block 30 here, and oh boy. I have had this sitting in my watch later list since it came out back in November. I was debating whether or not I should react to it, and then other things kept coming up, other reactions, and then just me just forgetting about it, putting it off, so I'm going to do it tonight. This is Red versus Blue Death Battle! Alright. I have loved Red versus Blue since I was in high school. I discovered it all the way back in my high school years, which feels weird to say. It's been almost 10 years. It's been about 10 years ago now that I think about it. And yeah, it brought me a lot of entertainment over the years. I will make an admission that I have not seen any of the episodes since the third episode of season 16. So I'm definitely out of the loop. I do know some changes have been made. In regards to like some of the cast leaving or being removed. Like Joel, there can be no other caboose in my mind. But anyways, we're not bringing up any drama in here. So, yeah, Red versus Blue Death Battle. So this is Wiz and Boomstick gonna be trying to tell us who would definitively win. I'm wearing my only Red versus Blue related shirt. I had another one years ago that was for the Blue team. I lost it, but now this one was actually relating to the Chorus trilogy. Tucker Wants You, I guess. Maybe. I mean, if you're the only one available. But yeah. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and get into this. And I'm genuinely curious how they're going to compare it up. And are they going to include, like, texts? I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't, but, you know, let's go ahead and get into this, I suppose. Link to the original video will be in the description. Make sure you've seen it before you watch my reaction. This is going to be very interesting regardless of the outcome, and I'm sure very humorous. Let's go.
We wanted to thank Harry's for sponsoring today's episode.
Harry's razors combine a close shave and a smooth glide without being over-designed or overpriced. And now Harry's has a great offer.
Oh, it's a
you.
shaving company, okay.
New U.S. customers can redeem a Harry's trial set at harrys.com/death for just $3.
Harry's blades are a return to form.
I don't
with
think
honest
death should be
prices
anywhere
as low as
near
$2 per
the
refill.
word
Let me
razor.
tell you, that's a godsend with beards that
Just
grow
sounds
as
like a
thick
bad
as
idea to
clay
me,
as they
but
do in
okay,
my
you do
family.
you.
Who knows what horrors lie deep within the twisted vines of my facial hair after not shaving for a week?
I shudder to imagine them. But what isn't terrifying is Harry's.com's 100% money back.
I'm going to turn this down a tad.
A clear sign of their confidence in the quality of their blades.
There we go. That's
Their
much
blades are
better.
So sharp that guys shaving
Much
4 times
better.
a week reported that their 8th shave was as smooth as their first.
And remember, new U.S.
Nice.
customers can redeem a Harry's trial set at harrys.com/death for just $3.
You'll get a 5-blade razor featuring their new sharper blades, a weighted ergonomic handle.
Come on, get on to the death battle. Get on to the death battle.
Your blade when you're on the go.
Just go to harrys.com/death and redeem your free trial offer today.
Come on. Okay, there's that Rooster Teeth logo.
Edison versus Tesla. Coke versus Pepsi. Goku versus Superman.
Few rivalries have lasted nearly 2 decades or spawned epic battles like our second favorite web series, Red versus Blue.
With
Yeah.
the red team. Even though most of them don't actually wear red.
And the
True.
Blue team, their perpetual ocean-colored rivals. For this battle, we'll be bringing these two groups back to where it all started.
To find out what would have
Blood
happened if
Gulch.
they had stopped dicking around and actually just fought for real.
Just a note, we will be lacking any artificial intelligence characters within their primary bodies, since they're generally invincible unless they stumble into an EMP.
You
Okay.
mean an imp.
What?
He's
The frickin'
Wiz
joke.
Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would
nice
win
referencing
a
that
death
joke.
battle.
Okay. Red team up first? Yeah.
Yeah. You ever wonder why we're here?
Not long from now, in a galaxy theoretically exactly where we are, humanity goes to war with an alien covenant.
So the United Nations Space
Yeah?
Command came up with a ton of plans to win, and one of those was called Project Freelancer.
Yes.
Essentially an experiment using AI to create invincible
Bunch of
super soldiers.
badasses.
In order to fabricate scenarios to train these highly advanced warriors, Freelancer opted for a unique approach.
Dumping a bunch
Yeah.
of losers in a box canyon and telling them they're at war with each other.
Enter the Red Team. Dick Simmons, Dexter Griff, Franklin Delano Donut, Lopez the Heavy, and their leader, Super Colonel
Lopez La
Sarge.
Posada.
Yes, that is
Lo
his full
Posado.
name and rank.
You know how they say prejudice is taught, not born? Well, they haven't met Super Colonel Sarge, who I bet was screaming how much
Yes.
he hates blue the second he popped into the world.
Yeah.
Attention, Blue Team! This is the Red Team! We are here to destroy you! Your long reign of being the shittiest team around is about to come to a sudden and cataclysmic end!
Once an orbital drop shock trooper, Sarge was unfortunately
This is the stuff of
discharged after
gold.
developing a fear of heights, only to be picked up by Project Freelancer to achieve his dream.
Lead the glorious Reds against the dirty Blues. Ah, man, he's great. He seems like the kind of guy you could just have a catch with.
Sure. Sarge may be
Yeah.
an leader, but
I
he
know what
knows
that
his men
referencing.
very well.
Hey, he's good enough to keep dorks like Griffin Simmons around for 17 seasons. And those
Yeah.
two spend a lot of time together.
It's a complicated relationship, though you may be surprised at their capabilities. Simmons may be a
Very.
brilliant geek, like myself, but he proves stereotypes wrong by changing his armored suit in just 4 seconds.
Well, how about this?
How did you change so fast?
I've always been a fast changer.
Mjolnir armor is designed to be applied by Spartans within
Yeah.
a considerable few minutes. This would imply Simmons is 90 times faster than the average super soldier. He's also technically a cyborg, but everyone forgets that these days.
Meanwhile,
They
Griff
technically
is the
do forget
laziest
that.
member of the team who only
Very
cares
lazy.
about pizza and Oreos. He's my favorite. He's also
Yeah.
been kicked in the nuts more times than I can count, and he's still standing today. That's some balls of steel right there.
Then there's Donut.
Yeah.
Easily duped, but always a joy. He's clearly identifiable by his lightish red armor.
Was your
Pink.
eyes going bad? That's pink.
Magenta. Donut has shown incredible tenacity.
Yeah.
He was once shot through the chest, causing his armor
Poor
to lock
Donut.
up, and was left
Frickin'
bleeding
flamboyant,
out on the ground
as always.
for over a year. But he got better.
And he's
And he
got
got
the
better,
best
yeah.
throwing arm around. He threw a
'Cause of
grenade
Doc.
halfway across the canyon.
Yeah, he got better because of Doc. Somebody that I voiced as in a fan channel called Blood Gulch Gaming. Link is still technically in there. I'm on one video. It didn't last that long, but still it was fun.
Which is over 1,500 feet long.
And last of
He
all,
do
there's
have
the
a
team
hell of a
robot
throwing
who
arm.
hates everyone.
Yes.
Lopez.
Understandably.
That robot looks like Lopez. Hey, regresado.
No matter how many times they rebuild him, they can never figure out how to fix that language setting. Oh well.
The Reds carry a standard Spartan assortment of magnums, battle rifles, and SMGs.
But if I had to pick one weapon of the bunch, I'd have to go with Sarge's trusty shotgun.
Yeah,
Seriously,
of course
the
you
weapon
would.
with the shortest range?
Wiz, how long have we known each other? Have you never looked at my leg before? Besides, an effective range of 45 meters is almost the length of an Olympic swimming pool. Watch your back, Michael Phelps. I know how to beat you now.
Oh,
Of course,
jeez.
we can't forget their
Okay, he
hallmark
wasn't expecting that
vehicle,
one.
The Warthog.
You mean the Puma?
AKA Super. This
Chupa
three-ton
baby!
supercar tops out at
Chupa baby!
78 miles per hour and is heavily armored.
Well, it's supposed to be. Somehow the Reds always find new ways to break the thing.
Look at
They
that,
do.
Sarge is a good mechanic.
They do.
And you know what they say, Wiz? Good mechanics make for good fathers.
But what I find most baffling
Yeah.
is that for some reason, these low-life dimwits have been given the most state-of-the-art Space Marine armor in the galaxy.
Oh
Yeah.
The Mark VI Mjolnir suit.
Mjolnir.
Mjolnir.
Type, titanium plating, energy shields, hydrostatic gel, liquid metal crystal. These babies can take one hell of a beating.
Apparently strong enough to withstand the blast of a 50-megaton bomb.
Gotta love it when a bomb goes off that's so big you think it sent you to the future. Good times.
But when push came to shove, the
That was a
Reds
good
banded
episode.
together to take down one of the deadliest warriors in the galaxy.
They
the
did.
Meta. Despite all logic and reason, the two pillars I hold most dear, I am forced to admit these morons have proven to be a mind-bogglingly impressive team.
I'm not ordering you to go. I ain't even asking. You do what you gotta do, Private Grip.
And now I can't wait to hear how they talk about the stupidity that is
I'll
Caboose.
go get my car keys.
Ah, all right then. Let's move.
Come on, Caboose.
The blues.
Yeah.
They're not just a great way to sing out all those complicated, messed up feelings you keep down about being fatherless. They're the second half of this epic. But, you know, singing blues would be perfect for this team. They've been through a lot.
Yeah.
True. Unlike the Reds, they've suffered numerous casualties and are constantly plagued by Project Freelancer's experiments.
You know how they were experimenting with AI? They could only get one, an alpha based on the project's director. Shit went down and they had to hide the alpha where nobody would ever find it.
Yeah.
Apparently, this box canyon
That's
in
the-
the middle of nowhere seemed the perfect fit.
This is
that's the
Blue
church
Team.
we all
Leonard
know and
Church,
love.
Lavernius Tucker, Agent Texas, Sheila, who is a living tank, and
Okay,
Caboose.
they are counting
After
Sheila, all
losing
right.
their original captain to a deadly allergy incident, Church reluctantly stepped up to be the blue team's
Reluctantly.
unofficial leader.
He didn't
Spoiler alert, he's the secret alpha AI. I don't know what makes him so special, though. He's a cranky asshole who's terrible at literally everything he does. He doesn't
Yeah,
even know he's
except being an
AI.
asshole.
He thinks he's a ghost.
But remember that 50 megaton bomb? Church's team all survived it too, including himself,
Yeah.
while it was inside his own body.
What the hell?
Tucker wants you to think he's a ladies' man. However, after careful, painstaking analysis, we have determined that he has very little game, being that his most
Very
frequent hookup is
little.
a rock.
He's kind of a badass, though. He stabbed the meta, sure you can a Cyclops in the balls, and held off a small...
I haven't seen that episode.
himself. He even wields a kick-ass energy sword that only works for him.
But for
Yep.
the biggest badass of the bunch, look no further than Agent
She's
Tex.
in.
Tex is an anomaly. She's not really a blue.
Okay, I'm gonna give a quick pause. I've actually met the voice actress for Tex, Kathleen Zelch, back when she was still with Rooster Teeth, and she was a joy to talk to. So, even gave a little tour back when they were more tour of the previous studio that they used to be at. You know, I'm assuming this was back when they were. I'm assuming they were a bit more lax back then, because I don't know if they're quite as lax nowadays, but I don't know. Anyways, yeah, she was fun to talk to.
But a freelancer assigned to the team through circumstance. Yet she's also not really a freelancer, but a robot duplicate hosting an artificial intelligence fragment split from the alpha as a clone of the director's late wife, Allison.
Yeah.
Duh, guys, how'd you not see that coming from when the show started?
Unfortunately, the text fragment is specifically based on the memory of Allison's death and the concept of failure. This means that Tex is literally programmed to fail. Now, this doesn't mean she can't win fights or that her team can't succeed on missions.
True.
It's more of a personal defect.
It sure hasn't stopped her from kicking some serious ass. Tex was number one on the freelancer leaderboard, easily caught this giant crate, and could even flip over Sheila. You know, the 66-ton tank with a mind of its own? The perfect companion for Caboose's team killing sprees.
Yeah.
You all know Caboose, the funny fan favorite who can get you to quote everything he says. And he's really dumb. Hey, speak of the dummy.
What else is new?
I got to get an autograph from Joel, too, that same day that I first met Kathleen.
Perfect timing. As this battle will be in Blood Gulch, the usual teleportation units will be in place. The Blues have used these teleporters frequently with varying results.
Yeah, you could say that.
Certainly. What could go wrong?
Teleportation is instantaneous, as you can see.
You totally killed him, didn't you?
Probably.
Well, aside from Tucker's kick-ass lightsaber, the Blues carry pretty boring weapons.
She's not a
I mean,
lightsaber.
They don't really need much when they have a robot ninja on their side. Church does have a cool sniper rifle, but
He
really
can't
sucks with
aim
it.
for
Which
shit.
sorta makes sense. Unlike everyone else, Church never experienced any training or combat before Blood Gulch.
You know, that
True.
explains a lot.
Even
It does,
without
it really
specialized
does. I
weapons,
never thought of it
the
that
team
way.
has a few aces up their sleeves. Agent Tex carries an additional AI fragment, Omega.
I prefer O'Malley.
The fragment
Yes, O'Malley, my preferred version as well. I also did the split personality O'Malley version for Doc in that other channel I mentioned.
of the Alpha's Rage. With it, she can use extra enhancement gear, such as a cloaking device. It also affects her personality. quite literally transforming her into a vicious killing machine.
It can also pop out of her head and possess other people.
I mean,
like a
she
ghost.
already was
But
one.
remember, we're locking AIs to their bodies because that is super overpowered.
Even though Tex has shown incredible feats of strength, Caboose is surprisingly even stronger. In a robot body identical to the one she used to flip Sheila, Tex was unable to lift Andy the Bomb, while Caboose could do so for extended periods of time.
Yes.
And after entering an alien temple, Santa, don't question it, increased gravity by 10-fold, and Caboose didn't even notice. I remember a certain Saiyan struggling to do something like that.
Yeah.
I guess this means Caboose is better than Goku.
Stop it. Don't you dare open those floodgates.
Let the floodgates open. Let the hates flow through you. I will.
Okay. As far as which character I prefer, I'm going into battle with Caboose. Because even if I die, it will be a fun way to die.
I'm kidding, you idiot. Still, Caboose was strong enough to defeat a bunch of Tex clones all at
Yep.
once. It's
He's
like
dummy
they say,
strong.
It's God's way of compensating.
Unfortunately, the blue team has a tendency to get in way over their heads, often losing
Also true.
team members in the process.
But somehow,
I mean, Church has only
some
died
way,
like
they
3 times
always
or
come
so.
back together. They're
Little
a good
more.
team in a weird, stupid way.
Sheila, shut him up.
Son of a bitch!
Weird stupid about sums
All right,
up.
the combatants are set. We've run the data through all possibilities.
Wait, when did
While the Reds and
Griff
Blues
get
fight
a...
over an empty canyon, you can fight
That's
hair
gotta
loss
be a
with keeps.
episode I
We don't need to
missed.
tell any guys watching that we love our hair, and once those signs of hair loss start cropping up in your 20s and 30s, it can be scary.
No guy is ever ready to go bald, and with keeps, you can keep your hair.
With 2 out of 3 men
So, we got
experiencing some form of
another
male pattern
30
baldness by
seconds.
35, the best
Sorry,
way to
guys, I'm
set
skipping.
free. That's keeps.com/death.
But right now, it's time for a
Death battle!
Alright. The main thing that we're here for.
Okay, why did we bring the flag out here? Because it's supposed to rain today. You have to remember to take your flag outside when it rains.
That's not Joel. That's not Joel. I just freaking knew that whoever they would get to replace Joel was not going to be the same. But, well, I'll give him a chance.
None of that is right. What's a flag got to do with rain? Wait, do you think the flag is an umbrella? Caboose, have you ever seen an umbrella before?
Oh, here they come.
Hey, yoink.
Suck on that, Blue!
Yeah, suck it, Blue.
This'll stop them.
Hey, dumbass! The teleporter never worked. Now come on, let's... Wait, where's Caboose?
Great work with that fake weather report, boys. That's the kind of fake news I like.
What fake weather report?
Sheila.
Sheila, the only good red is a red in bed.
Griff, quit your staring and get to stepping. On the gas, pronto.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Sheila, look out for that rock. Oh no, there's another one. Who put all these rocks out here?
Okay, that does sound like a Caboose line. Who put all these rocks up here?
Get around and hit him from behind, just like John Wayne would have done.
No way, those caves are a maze.
Move over, numbnut.
Don't leave me out here.
Oh, that's right. They mentioned he was
We're going to use the Warthog as a battering ram, striking their rear engine, which will rupture and cause the tank to self-destruct in a glorious explosion.
Excellent plan, sir. Except for, well, all of it. You know, maybe we...
Sarge don't care. Bye. There it goes again.
Jesus, what was that? Where's it? Simmons? Simmons!
Here, blah.
No!
Wait, they actually killed off Simmons already? Oh, there's Donut.
Oh no, a spider?
Yeah! Who else wants a taste of this big D? Dr. Cabello!
Of course. Oh my. Well, Simmons really is down,
There's
isn't
a
he?
line, Reds.
Dirty Blue, for the first time in history, you're exactly right. Today is a good day to die. Charge!
There they go. Take his ass, Tex. Church, you're gonna miss every time. The classic, they can't see me, I can't see them mindset. Okay. Oh, that's not what I expected. He would be very tempted for either. Yeah, Tucker did definitely become a badass. That's for sure as the seasons progressed.
Mierda.
I've never hit a
Mierda means shit, not fuck.
lady. Good thing you're no lady.
Well, Griff, you're gonna get your balls kicked again. Again, yeah, that's what. Oh,
About time.
yeah.
Judge, how do I help? Just stay there, Caboose. Help! Help by not helping!
Oh, why not?
God damn it! This rifle is busted.
You can't aim for shit, dude.
Arrived. Caboose, no! No! Tucker did it.
You team killing fucktard.
This is it. This is what it's all about. Red versus blue. Blood versus water, which is really just lifeless, tasteless, waste of space blood. Destiny awaits. Today, the cerulean devil dies. Well, should have seen that coming.
Yeah.
Blood.
Good thing the flag is out.
KO! What a battle! Who knew weather was so important?
As chaotic as the show we all know.
Okay, so the Reds had plenty going for them. They had brains and speed.
Yeah. Technically, we already got this result years ago. There's an alternate ending to season 5 that's should be available on YouTube. I believe it is. Wherein, instead of just going back to their respective bases after Tex leaves the canyon with spoilers, I guess, he flies out of the canyon with others. In an alternate version, they just start killing off one another, then Caboose is the last man standing. So, does not surprise me that they made this the result for the meme. And also, yes, Caboose is the team killing fucktard.
Their side was Simmons, and they had some epic firepower, but the blue team had the grit to overpower them.
When it comes to physical strength, nobody on the red team came close to the raw power of Tex and Caboose.
Flipping Sheila and lifting Andy
Yes.
made that pretty clear. Hell, Sarge even tried to lift Andy once and he couldn't do it. Poor guy. Even with such charisma, leadership qualities,
Although he would technically be able to lift Andy in the season afterwards.
and big dad energy, you can't win them all.
Speaking of which, it could be argued Sarge has more extensive military experience than anyone else. However, Tex's freelancer training was far more intensive than standard military issues.
Yes.
Just look at what she did to the Reds before. She's a monster.
Not to mention she technically had 2 lifetimes of training, being a copy of Allison and all.
Yep.
Yeah, her lame programming meant she couldn't win the fight by herself, but her blue teammates picked up the slack. Tucker even got some freelancer training in too, thanks to Agent Washington. And
That's
could
true,
hold
he
off
did.
A platoon of mercs all by himself.
No one ever said he wasn't good at solo activities.
Oh, and in the fight between tanks versus cars, tanks generally win.
Yeah, that's...
That one's pretty obvious.
The red
Pretty
team
obvious,
may
yeah.
have been extremely resilient, mostly thanks to aggravating stubbornness, but it wasn't enough to survive the stellar skill and the brute force of blue team.
If only they could have read that they'd end up with a case of the blues.
That's even without releasing the obviously superior power of artificial intelligence units.
You know, dummy, you ever wonder why you're here?
All the time.
The winner is the blue team.
Yeah.
Thanks for checking out that episode of Death Battle. If you like that fight, be sure to check out the new season of RWBY that I worked on.
All right. Yeah, I am kind of glad that I ended up watching this video. One, because, well, it's nice to kind of relive nostalgia in a way, see how things were, but it's also kind of a reminder of the way Rooster Teeth as a whole is going nowadays. It's not hearing certain people's voices, such as Joel's as Caboose, kinda hurts. Whatever drama that happens, I am not bringing that up here, and I'm hoping no one brings it up in the comments, because that's not the point of watching this video and reacting to it. But still, I can't help but feel bittersweet about watching this. But it was still, it does not surprise me that the only freaking reason why the teams got evened up so much because Caboose is a team killing fucktard. And anyone wondering why I'm calling him that who may not have seen Red vs. Blue before, that's literally what he's referred to as in the first season after he accidentally kills Church. So if you haven't seen it before, spoilers, he accidentally kills Church in the first season, but go watch the first 14 seasons of Red vs. Blue. If nothing else, the first 14, heck, even the first 13, I would say, pretty much as good as Red vs. Blue got. But, I don't know, after, like, 15 onwards. But anyways, though, in regards to this video itself, yeah, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised by the result. Caboose was always going to be the last man standing. I know I didn't call that out earlier on, but it does not surprise me in the least. And of course, that grenade showing up literally in front of Sarge at that last second after his old spiel. Red versus... It's finally just Red versus Blue. Blood versus water. And all that he was saying, like, this ain't that coming. Doesn't surprise me. But at least the guy that they did get to play Caboose, the delivery of some of these very Caboose lines is actually not too bad. The whole, it is raining. Good thing I put the flag out. Anyways, though, I better go ahead and wrap this up before this video just drags on for too long. Yeah, what did you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. Like if you enjoyed, comment how you expected it to turn out, if it turned out the exact way you thought it would, or what your thoughts were on how they presented this in general. I was mainly here because I was expecting a few more laughs. But, anyways, subscribe if you are new, and tap the bell to get notified whenever I upload a video. That way you don't miss any reactions, gameplay, or otherwise from me. And also go check out my Discord. Link is also down in the description. Come join. We'll talk, post memes, songs, videos, artwork. You can self-promote your own stuff and just have some fun. And also go check out my Patreon if you guys feel like showing some extra support. This has been Lions Global Hawk 30, signing off.